Trying to get that cipher out. I've just got to kite this cipher. I need it dead sooner rather than later. It's even Nemi's bleeding out. How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is the King's Pit Rimworld. Let's get to it. So, what is the plan for this episode? So, we got the kill box up, which I think we can all agree was like warranted very, very early. So the idea is that if we get attacked, which obviously we will sooner rather than later, we can have some form of defense. Research-wise, we're currently researching smithing, which I think is a good shout. Do we get... And then we're probably going to go into plate armor. I think we're going to prioritize that because the whole idea is for Mole to obviously stand here while the shooters do their bits to people that come round. I want to make sure that Mole can then take a punch, so to speak. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the right way to do that. Smithing into plate armor. Now, normally I beeline researches and stuff like this, but this series we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take it slow. We're going to take it careful. We're going to respect Randy on this difficulty just because we are out in the open. Nemi, as always, is jobless. He is the king of the nation, so as so, he does no work in our colony. So we have the 4 people that work for him. Now, this was just a test party, people, and you all passed, so congratulations. But turns out Rhino, yeah, doesn't have a arm and a leg. He doesn't have a leg to stand on. I know. We start with the bad jokes, so then when it gets worse, you're numb to it. Let's get on speed 3 as we go through story time. So, that's the priority for this episode. Food-wise, we're on fine meals, which I think is pretty great. I'm happy with everything in the colony, in all honesty. I think the only worry that we're going to have is breaches and stuff, but I feel like that's always going to be a worry. The way our base is built, if they breach through this way, we could still fight them on a 1-by-1, but it's going to be fairly rough. I suppose the whole point is no point worrying about something that we don't have to deal with yet. Now, I did think about what we're going to do down the line is have this all on hay grass. Because then down the line we can just burn all this. And I think it's actually going to it won't work as a burn box in the sense it will like superheat them. But it will give a lot of them, set a lot of them on fire. And obviously it gives us hay grass for our animals, in which we have 6 at the moment. We did say we'll cap it off, so at the moment we're only getting a +1 for it. When we start getting like a +3 to it, we'll probably start neutering them, just because I don't want that to be too impactful on our food. The reason why I say that is because a lot of our colonists are already... their hunger rate is times 175% already. So that's why we had food problems early on. Oh god. Randy's come for us, party people. A large piece of ancient ship has crashed nearby. Your colonists can feel it in the back of their mind. Exhorting, that's how the words goes. Don't question it. Unspeakable acts. It must have an onboard machine persona with a psychic protection ability, and this persona is not friendly. When are they ever friendly? Like, come on. Destroy it as soon as possible, but beware, it will probably defend itself. Like, I imagine it will definitely defend itself. Gonna have a look at what the problem is. Be like 2 ciphers. What do you reckon, party people? Wish me luck. Oh, that's not too bad. 4 ciphers. It's gonna be tough. It's that awkward number could cause us problems. So currently it's a low psychic droner. So to put that in perspective, that gives us a -12. But it does ramp up. Let's have everyone just under attack for a little bit. And we are going to deal with this sooner rather than later. How we're going to deal with it, I'm not quite sure. 'Cause Is there slashing damage, correct? So, I like Mole, but I don't think Mole is going to be able to handle... It was definitely 4, right? Yeah, 4. I want to take it out sooner rather than later because I'm really bad on this difficulty for leaving stuff. And then it becomes more of a problem than it should have. So I'm going to have to trust the fact that at this level, hopefully we can deal with it. Smithing getting completed is very nice. So then we're going to go straight into plate armor. It'd be very interesting if we can get plate armor up. Because if we could get plate armor up, I'd have slight less of a fear, just because Mole will be able to stand in the firing line a little bit more. So let's go production, field smithy. We do need some steel to get this going. Copy. So what I'm going to do is pause. Yeah, we'll go area 1 because then we're not close to that. Let's try and get the smithy up just to get a mace up, because then the mace has a chance to stun, which could come in handy. Some rhino meat has rotted, which is a bit sad, but that's what it is. Should have probably upped the meals, in all honesty, but you live, you learn, you lose some meals. It's a rhyme and a half. Yeah, I don't want to grow too much. I think the next expansion we'll probably have will be like an expansion. We're not going to go into... probably could go into the mountain, couldn't we? Yeah. So then we'll expand that next. I'm not too worried about expanding it too soon, just because we're not really filling up at the moment. We're trying to use as much resources as possible. When do we get the smithy? Is that going to be machining? Or is it electricity? Electricity, okay. The smelter I meant, not the smithy. What am I talking about? I'm like playing some like medieval game. Right, we do need some wood. So we're just gonna take this. Problem is, I want to take it careful, but the same breath. Don't want to go too slow. There's no trees. Is that I was just making sure that beaver was actually gone. She did a bit of damage. I think us and the beaver combined has taken out a lot of the treeage. It's treeage as a word, don't even question it.
Are you serious?
Oh, there we go. Royal Ascent. So this is how we're going to try and escape, correct? Yeah. So we need a colonist with a count or countess. So it's basically the same. It's the same as launching the ship, but you don't have to build the ship, get any of that stuff. Does it say how long we've got to guard them for? Satisfies royal needs for 12 days, which I imagine will be difficult. Okay, okay. That's the completion that we're looking for this episode, or this series. Now, while the beginning is going to be a bit lax and Nemi's going to be a bit disappointed with us, Rare Fun Bros, we will look to get a throne room up and stuff like that. Obviously, the droner puts that on the back bench a little bit. Right, the smithy is up. So we do have some uranium here, and uranium, I believe, is the best material... Well, the best material, especially that we can get at the moment for making maces. Because mace's stats aren't amazing. But unless they changed it, because you party people always told me to get maces. And I look here and I'm like, I don't really get why. But it doesn't tell you here that they stun. Like... Sorry, I'm just having a look. But yeah, but they're really, really good. So if we can get some uranium maces, or, you know, just the one for Mole, that is a huge upgrade suddenly. could actually do a simple helmet. What is the best material for this? Steel, 45% sharp, 22 blunt. Okay. So let's try and get a uranium simple helmet and a uranium mace. Let's see how quickly we can do that. With that being all up, we don't need to mine any more steel, and we're not really looking to stockpile a lot of resources at the moment. We want to be fairly careful. The problem is this psychic drone is going to amp up in a little bit. If we didn't have fine meals, I'd rush it a little bit more. But I just want to be careful. Maybe I'm being too careful. But this is where the difficulty of Randy comes in, because if he staggers attacks, that's where he wipes you out. And early on, this could be brutal. Right, so the uranium's getting made. How much do we actually need to complete these tasks? So we need 40 there. And 50, so we need 90 altogether if I've done that right. Which I probably haven't, let's be honest, party people. Doing maths on camera is pretty awkward. Go on, Black! Get it, my boy! Get it! Sometimes they just need a bit of like I fully embrace the manager with the clipboard that walks around, tells everyone to do more while they don't do anything. Because if you walk around with an authority, like, walk and voice and a clipboard all combined, you're unstoppable. You're stronger than, like, a Karen. 34 uranium there. The problem is the mining's very slow here. Interesting to know that moods are still pretty... How many males have we got? One... There's 2 males, that helps. The quest. Okay, we're not going to do that yet. Lucky we're at a point where the vegetation is pretty good, so meals are rotting, which is just negative all round. I'm probably not going to get that balance correct, in all honesty. I know low food. Harvest some berry bushes. Area 1. So let's expand Area 1 just a little bit. Right, how much uranium we got? Who's our crafter? Problem is, Trout is never going to get to it. I'm going to take Rhino off crafting. I think it's a pointless activity. Let's get Trout to work. If I can get one of these items, how much work does it actually take? If I can get one of these items done... Oh, the drone intensifies, okay. So, to put that in perspective, minus 22. We can't afford that to go much more. So I feel like we get the uranium mace and we go. What we're going to have to try and do is we're going to have to, like... Where are they? Kite them around the corner. The problem is the damage on the bows is just not going to cut the mustard here. Right, so that's the mace done. So Mole, come get yourself a mace. And then we need to take the squads. And this is our first real sense of... combat, in all honesty. It's better. We're going to come out injured out of this, like there's no doubt about it. Right. So the range... Stand back here. And Mole. Mole needs to... What is your run speed? 100%. Cool. Okay. That's not going to work because they're just going to chase Mo down. Want Nemi to shoot. Good shot. Back out. They will stay and guard this, but I'm hoping if we can take a couple out like this, so they'll stay because their AI is going to be programmed to stay near this. So hopefully if we can pick off these two. Right, spread people out just to make it a little less awkward. Right, good shooting on that one. Not bad damage in all honesty. Obviously we've had some lucky hits. Miles not going to have much luck outrunning though. So the whole idea here is to try and avoid combat as much as possible. So if Mole can keep the aggro, like we're doing here, although he's going to get caught. Well, he got lucky there. Okay, so he's going to have to engage. Let's get the ranged shooters a little bit closer. Mole will end up going down here for sure. Okay, there's one done. Come on, just hold on, Mole. I don't want to look at your health. He's gone down. Come on. Right. Spread out. Just so then if I can see who he's targeting. There we go. Mole, how are you? Really bad, really bad. Okay. Not the sexiest, but not the worst. Right, let's get Mole back. To be fair, Rhino, rescue, Trout. No, we're missing a bit of resources. Okay, I was trying to get a bit cheeky-beaky there, thinking we might be able to get the armor up in the same time. The problem, I probably ran his pathing a bit too wrong there. To be fair, Rhino, Giraffe, you're going to probably have to... Back. This is bad, this is bad, this is bad. There we go, good shot, Trout. Need some more good shots on him. Okay, sorry, I'm going quiet. We're going to get a couple of colonists going down here. You two, can you fire on that one? Rhino just needs to run. I think Rhino's lost an arm or something, right? Just need some lucky shots. Rhino has to just sort of try his best here. Rhino's gone down. There's one. I need them spread out in case I need to move them. Perhaps I should have waited for the armor. We might lose someone here. Trying to get that cipher out. I've just got to kite this cipher. I need it dead sooner rather than later. It's even Nemi's bleeding out. 24 hours, but still. How much health have you got? Come on. Because I don't know if Black's got just enough room to shoot here or not. Bring it back, because I need to bring it close so we get the accuracy. Still not good enough. Alright, we're not out of the woods yet by any stretch of the imagination. Tend without medicine. Tend without medicine. Nemi. Right, I just need to tend enough so we can get you home pretty much. So Mole is the major concern here. Right, we're literally just trying to bandage them. Rhino 6 hours. So Mole is the problem here. I don't think there's too much more we could have done there. Right, there we go. So undraft, rescue, because you've got 6 hours. We'll have a little hot down. It was rough, but we got through it. And sometimes you have to take the W's when you get them. Right, so that's them ripe for deconstruction. I imagine we have to destroy it though, yeah. It's a shame we can't claim it when there's no enemies around, but I suppose then there's room for shenanigans, I suppose. Corpses, mechanoid corpses will go down there. Where's Trout? Okay. Can we make sure... Yep, you're already tending. Perfect. Trout. I'm going to put Trout on doctoring. We don't need like an amazing doctor for this, but we need just something, do you know what I mean? Right, disease, infection. This is a problem. This is a problem. It has already been tended to, so it got tended to incredibly quickly. But if we're not careful here, just because our standard of medicine is very poor. So we're going to need a good tend, otherwise we might lose our first colonist here. Who is our best doctor? Mole. It's awkward. Okay. Yeah, feed Mole, keep Mole happy. Tend to Rhino. Yeah, we might lose Mole here. Infection. Oh, is that... we might lose Mole here. Try our best. Tending quality is too low. Okay. I mean, I feel like I dealt with that as best as I could, but not good enough. Right, so... Black and Trout, come with me, please. I don't know if this explodes if you take it out, so I'm just going to take their bows just to be double sure, because I can't actually remember. Whoops. God, this can take ages. Well, we got rid of it, so we need to make sure. Nemi can doctor. Rhino's okay, and Mole has been technically tended to. What I will do... Oh, Rhino's their cleaner. Let's just take this one problem at a time. Get rid of this. Get rid of that mood loss that we're getting on people. We don't need a -22 sitting on people. But I think Mole is probably gone here. Which is very, very sad. It wasn't with us for long. I think the second one will do him in. Oh no, the immunity on the first one is 36. Oh no, that was the second one he got. Yeah. My bad, I got really excited then. Tending quality 43%. Don't think it's good enough. Don't think it's going to be good enough, is it? I mean, it seems to be slightly catching. Obviously, we need the immunity to hit 100% before the infection ticks over from 100 to technically 101. I don't know, it's gaining fast, it's gaining fast. Is it going to cover it quick enough? That's the problem. Oh, no. Problem is the infection's still going up. I think we're going to lose it, sadly. What I will do is probably strip Mole. Yeah, we're about like 9% behind and I don't see us catching anytime soon, sadly. We're just not bridging that. Unless the next tend is going to be like amazing, which chances are it's not going to be. Like, we're just not breaching the gap. I will strip Mole before he dies though. Doesn't help that we don't have a great doctor, so It's just going to be a case of what this tend is. What's the percentage? Ah, he's dead. Damn! 33% is definitely not going to save him. Yeah, we just can't bridge that gap. It's always that 9%. So it looks like we've got our first soldier down. Ah, damn, I'm really gutted with that. His Rhino is now going to have to be our melee person. Nemi, it's only fitting that you strip Mole. I don't want to lose all that. I know it's not much, but I probably should have waited and got the armor up. First death for the colony, party people. Oh, hang on. A wanderer joins. We'll accept. Because I suppose that's a nice little thing. I don't suppose you're in our religion already. No, of course you're not. Oh, stay in. I mean, it replaces Mole instantly, but yeah. R.I.P. Mole. R.I.P. Can't remember who our constructor is. Probably it was Mole. Sev, what's your stuff? Tough and quick slip. Okay, tough. Tough is cool. I can work with tough. You can be our melee person. Don't worry. Don't worry about just replacing Mole instantly. The problem is Trout does too much for us. Then this will be Mole's grave. Very Mole. Sad day in the colony. Mole. We're sorry. Right. Because we don't even have that. So who's our next best social person? No one. Literally no one. So Black will have to do it then. So assign role, the morale list, because they'll all get upset if we don't have one. So let's quickly do the role change. Let's have a party about it. We're not celebrating the fact that Mole's gone down or anything, or Rhino's down. We'll have to check. Has Rhino got any successful? Yep, yep, yep. I'm a fool. I took it away from Rhino. I'm a fool. Ugh, just ignore me, party people. I'm having a moment.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No, I've lost a colonist, party people. Sev can doctor, which is handy, I suppose. We said obviously we weren't going to take in people, but needs change. Really know what you do for us, in all honesty. And help cook a mine. Not the best colonist in all honesty, but the tough helps because then you can just like pick up where Mole left off. We'll get armor for you. We'll treat you a little bit better. Let's have... Is Rhino up? Right, let's give Rhino... Yeah, let's give Rhino that role. Just pretend this isn't happening, party people. Just pretend it's not happening, okay? We're doing well, and this is shadowed events a little bit, so let's forget about this. Little incident. We don't linger on stuff.
Lingering on things doesn't help, believe me. Just try and focus on getting better, okay?
I think it's only fitting we say goodbye to Mole. We didn't know too much about Mole. That he risked his life for the king. And that's all we ask our colonists. We only ask that they be their very best for our King Nemi. And when they fall in battle, We celebrate them. Because they deserve it, party people. They died for your king, for my king, for their king. It's a sad, sad day as I hit speed 3 because I can't really think of anything else to say. It's a sad day for the colony. Very sad day. Even sadder that I don't know really what else to say about Mole. Oh, it's all over. Oh god, it was terrible. Yeah, to be fair, yeah, everyone's mood is bad. The people that are watching, your party people mood is bad after that. Mine's bad because I stumbled over my words, didn't know what to say. And the colonists are a bit embarrassed for everyone. Yeah, let's move on from that. Let's get some wood and actually give, like, Rhino a peg leg. We can go back to unrestricted. Problem is Trout does literally everything for us. That's the problem we're in. Trout literally does everything. I mean, the only thing is that, like, with stuff like construction, at least we don't need it for the time being. Like, we're happy with the base. Are going to need to try and actively, obviously, convert Sev to our way of thinking. Not blue-skinned. Just bothers me. An outsider. I'm not happy about it, party people. Now he's got the position of a cook. Not on. Rhino will try and, like, actively convert. Sev, can you just hang on? Like, Rhino's only got one leg and you're running off. Certainty to 63. Now, I like that tough. But we are going to need some armor. Oh, good trader. If you have medicine.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Swear I'll lose it. I'll throw it. Oh, I won't throw the computer. That's very dramatic. Our best social person is Rhino. Rhino's hurt, so our leader can do it, I guess. Trade if they have medicine. No, they don't. Okay, got a bit angry there, but we're fine. We're back on track. I was like, someone's going to get hurt. All right, let's sell some stuff. Do I want to sell the beds for cash? Yeah, I will actually. Probably need them down the line, but the plain and light leather I'll get rid of. I'll keep the rhino leather because I really like the armor qualities on that. Have we got any woods we can buy? No, of course not. Of course not. They do have cloth, but not too concerned about that at the moment. I think we get some. Damn, just 600. We can only get one cow. Is it worth getting one cow for milk? If I sell all the rhino, we could actually get cows on the go, which I think is going to be really strong getting that done early. Just having a good think. Because the milk that it produces is going to be so strong, and the quicker we set up that, the better we're going to be for it. 1000% we're doing that now. So then the question remains, where are we going to put them? We do have sandstone, so we could go sandstone that. Sandstone door, sandstone door. That could be a problem down the line. I'd like them closer. Problem is, we put them here, they're just going to eat the crops. We put them here. I mean, let's put them here and let's just see what happens. Hey, party people. What I'll do is I'll just build a little hidey-ho for them here. We haven't got any cloth or any materials whatsoever, so I'll just build a sandstone door for them. And a pen marker. And then that can be where the cows start at very least. And what we'll do is start filling this up. Just so breachers can't target that, because we don't want to lose our animals straight away. I feel like getting cows up sooner rather than later is going to be very strong for the colony. And near the grave, so people like come and visit and whatnot. Hay grass. What do... Yeah, I don't want hay being pulled in here though. I'll make another stockpile down here or something. Where are our cows? Our cows are over there at the moment. One cow's pregnant already, so that's not too bad.
That I love. I absolutely love.
Right, I'm gonna have to put you on construct on 1. And then really watch how much I queue up. But we need the cows in before they run off sooner rather than later. I feel like that's really strong. Like, it was in my cowboy playthrough that I worked out how, like, because I have a historic nature for not looking after animals. Did a cowboy series and actually found out how powerful cows were. Like, holy cow. I know, I'm hilarious, party people. The funny thing is I actually find myself really funny. We got a gift. A flame bow. Interesting. So going to wooden floor this. Not happy with the progress in Cowland. I think the cows actually might be really, really safe here, but I could be blowing my own trumpet. Cougar self-tamed. I mean, I'm just going to slaughter you, I'm going to be honest. Got the foxes, we're going to have cows, I've got enough things to worry about. Can I make sure the scheduling unrestricted? So Sev is cooking and mining. Yeah, Trout is going to get really like bogged down with tasks here, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. You're going to have to be a little bit careful. Right, Trout is taming. I don't want that. Right, you're handling. I don't want that. I don't want you wasting your time handling. You have enough tasks around the colony without you having to worry about like taming animals and wasting more time. Is there anyone else with a little bit of construction? I mean, Black, you're on... I'm going to take you off cooking, which I hate because you've got double passion for it. But you're... 2 is better than 1 and 0, so you're going to have to help and construct, I'm afraid. Then we're going to find out that we have no crafter. So then, Sev, you're going to have to take up that mantle. Cow is starting to roam away, yeah, I know. Cook, then craft. Right, the cow pen's there, so at least they're going to be pulled down to it, so hopefully they don't leave the map. Well, obviously not great. Then what I would do... Sleeping areas for the cows. Let's say 1 cow's left. Okay, it's not that far. Cool, cool, cool. Right, pretty wet and wild episode. I mean, that's not the way I should really be describing anything other than like a teenage party. I don't know why I'm at teenage parties, and sometimes I don't know why I say the things I say, but then I say them and put myself in a very awkward position. Should we talk about Rimworld? Up and down episode. I think the fact that we got cows sort of saves this episode from being an absolute disaster to something that you can actually have a cold shower over, because that does excite me. If the sight of a cow doesn't excite you, party people at home, then I don't know what will, in all honesty. Getting cows up very, very quickly is just going to give us another food source that's sort of for nothing. And especially when they start breeding later, that we can then start cutting their numbers down. Plate armor is now researched. Lovely. Not quite sure where we go from here, in all honesty. It's probably going to be going into electrics. You look at our base, and that's something we can really highlight as the problem. Like, especially with like the cooler and stuff like that. No, overall, not shocking. And I think that's my Rimworld career, not shocking. It's that time, party people. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye!